Now, Mike, you had said also that you got some chicks to get some eggs going. Now, I have told Mike about this. I've been trying to sell my wife on a chicken coop for about 5 years. When we were first looking for our place that we live at now, one of the places we looked at actually had like a space and like a built-up one. I'm like, hon, we live out here, we could have one. And one of the guys I work with, because I work a little bit more out. I live in the suburbs, work out in the country, hang out in the city. It's kind of like this little triangle I got going on. But out where I work, he's got a big old chicken coop and gives eggs every once in a while. But I've been really wanting to get that going for the longest time. I don't know if I'll be able to here, but so tell us more about that. You said you got 3 chicks coming this week.
Yeah, I actually just picked them up today. I custom ordered. They're called Buff Orpingtons, and they're just one of the most friendly, docile chickens of chickens. And they also lay a lot of eggs per year. It's over 190 eggs per hen per year. So just they're very plentiful and very good with the children. So with having kids, I really want them to be cool, and they're going to be family members. So I'm just stoked to have 3 hens, and you basically every other day they lay. So you get about 3 eggs every other day. So get 6 in 6 days. So not too bad.
Well, absolutely. And then after you get it down pat, you could always add more and just see how all that goes. And you showed me a picture of your setup as it's starting to get put together. It looks pretty awesome. A few things I have done. I know this is probably too late for some of this stuff, but when all the craziness first started happening and everyone buying up toilet paper and all that craziness, one of the key things that we have always done, and we did it more as a budgeting thing than anything, was we had those Amazon subscription orders that you can get once a month, so that it just comes automatic. And we had toilet paper and all that stuff coming automatically. The simple household stuff that you don't even think about, that you run low on, you figure out about how often you're doing it. And actually we joke, my wife calls it the toilet paper miracle. We were on our last package of toilet paper. Well, so 9 rolls, but last package. And this past Monday, we were supposed to get our shipment. It was when all of our once a month stuff was supposed to come. It usually comes mid-month. And for some reason, it said the toilet paper was going to come on Monday. And this was when, if you went on Amazon, you couldn't buy toilet paper. It's all unavailable. And it happened to come on Friday. Now we were running out, but then we got our whole box full of 27 more rolls. So, but that's nice because I've kind of figured out that Amazon, they hold true to those. And if they won't, they will cancel the subscription, but they'll cancel it early. Like we've had a coffee order thing that got canceled. But for the most part, that stuff stays in there, and that just makes that part easy. Everyone was going for canned food, but like go for those dried beans, dried rice, stuff like that. It's even more cheaper. As long as you're willing to deal with the hassle of actually cooking it, you end up with a ton more of it, and actually saves a lot better. And I mean, Mike's way ahead of getting the chicken coop, but even like eggs, if they're available, are real cheap, real easy source of food. Get that stuff going, and buying off cuts of meat. I mean, we've always done that to save money. I've been bothering Mike for Mike's much more of a cook between the two of us. I've bothered him for recipes for odd cuts of meat in the past, and probably will in the future, because save money, and that's the stuff that's lingering because no one knows how to cook it. You're not going to be able to find ground beef or ground chicken or chicken breast for a while, but you can find yourself some chicken thighs, some drumsticks pretty dang easy, and a few other things, a little beef liver, all that awesome craziness that tastes so good. Mike, other than the chicken coop, which obviously takes a little bit of construction, and although actually the what you told me about the garden, the fruit garden and the vegetable garden, that sounds pretty easy to set up, provided they get the equipment, which I would assume is still readily available on Amazon. So that's not really stuff that people are going out and buying. What other let's say 2 more tips that you would like to give people to just kind of ease the anxiety going into scarce mindset that everyone's got going on?
Yeah, well, with growing, I guess the most important thing that I ever learned was how to give nutrients, whether it's a tomato plant or a Mary J plant. It's just having really good nutrients. And I trust the line of nutrients. It's called Advanced Nutrients line. They have plenty of stuff, and they'll have a simple grow, and then you'll have a micro, and then you'll have a bloom for flowering. And so, like, a plant goes through cycles. It goes through the grow, which is all called vegging. And that's when it doesn't have any flowers and no fruit's going to be produced. So the plant desires certain nutrients at that time. And Advanced Nutrient line has already figured out exactly what nutrients they want during that veg process. So it's pretty simple. You just, you buy their grow, their micro, and their bloom. And what depending on what time, what stage that plant is at, You just literally you take like a dropper and it's like two ml at most into a gallon of water, and you feed that to your plant. I cannot tell you, just using advanced nutrients and getting like a Fox Farms. It's a special soil. It's a really, really good one with a bunch of good additives and nutrients in it. Fox Farms soil and a simple grow and bloom. Just adding that to your growing regimen will literally make your plants like 5 times more plentiful. I mean, I'm not talking about Miracle Grow garbage, and I'm not talking about Miracle Grow potting soil. I'm talking about real deal growing from a seed. If you want to do it, it's really not that hard if you just put a little bit of time and love into it, especially if someone teaches you properly. And I just, most importantly, is the nutrients, is getting some good grow and bloom nutrients and getting some good soil to start out your process. Otherwise, I mean, I don't even know why you're going to do anything if you're not trying to get great results.
If you like this clip, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you. Let's roll.